What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we've got the Day 4 review between India and England, and oh boy, we have a huge Day 5 coming up. Day 4, well, we're here to review Day 4, so let's just get straight into it, no fucking around. Where have we left off? India obviously batting. We have to talk about it. I wouldn't call it a collapse, but they're in a bit of trouble, is India. They are in a bit of trouble, and they are going to need Rishabh Pant to just fight, and let me say it again, he's going to need him to fight. Let's go through the whole scorecard. That's what we're here for. Rahul, obviously, a nick behind. Mark Wood, he was actually in some good form with the ball, isn't he? He's bowling terrific. Rahul gone for 5. Sharma gone for 21. Now, everyone knows that I love Rohit Sharma, the hitman. The boy, Rohit. I love ya. But the amount of times that he gets trapped into hitting the ball down to third man. He plays a pull shot over his head, and he's wanting it to go for 6, and it falls just short at the boundary, and he's out. I reckon he's done that about twice already in this series. The few deliveries before, he got a bouncer, and he pull shotted it for 6 straight over his head. And then he probably thought he could do it again. Didn't work out. And the annoying thing is that Rohit Sharma is in great form as well. With that 83 was it in the first innings, he's hitting the ball very well. And he started, hitting the ball extremely well in this second innings as well. But unfortunately, he just got trapped into it. He was thinking, you know what, fuck this, I'm going for it. Straight down to Moeen Ali's throat, which is unfortunate for Rowie boy, but, he'll be back. Cheteshwar Pujara, now, a lot of credit has to go to this man, Pujara. He came in after a wicket, and then they lost another wicket about 3 deliveries later. So Kohli and Pujara were at the crease with no deliveries faced. They were pretty much both fresh batsmen in, and Pujara just fought with Rahane in there after Kohli went out. So, a lot of credit. Obviously, Pujara has had a lot of pressure on him, especially for this innings, because, he's had, he scored like a 4, an 8, and like a 12 or something like that so far in the series. So, he's had a lot of pressure on his name. Everyone's been talking about, do we bring in another number 3? Do we bring in Agarwal? But you know what? I almost knocked my computer down. He fought and 45 off 206, which is just incredible. I mean, this man just soaks up deliveries. But that's what India needed at that time. They needed someone to just stay in there and try and build a partnership with someone. Unfortunately, that partnership was not with Virat Kohli. I love you, Virat, but we're going to have to talk, mate. They showed a graphic, like 3 deliveries before Kohli went out. They showed like a little graphic on the screen of saying Kohli's dismissals when he plays at like around that 5th to 6th stump region. He just puts his bat out. He doesn't know if he's going to play, a cover drive, but it gets too much bounce, and then he ends up nicking it behind, and he's out. And it happened again. It was around that 7th stump region. Didn't need to play it at all. It was a pretty disappointing shot, if I'm going to be honest. We know there was a little bit of fire between him and Jimmy Anderson out there. It was going on. There's a lot of talk around. We love that. We love, Virat getting amongst it. But unfortunately, he couldn't back it up and went out. So, he was obviously super disappointed. I seen him in the change rooms. He threw something at the window. You can tell he's pissed off. But if anything, a pissed off Virat Kohli, you know what that means. A pissed off Virat Kohli means he's just going to respond and score a double ton in the next test. I'm telling you, and I'm calling it right here. Ajinkya Rahane, 61. Again, that partnership between Pujara and Rahane was super important. In that second session, they only put together about 48 runs, but they didn't lose a wicket, which was the most important thing to kind of solidate India. If they started playing just their shots early, India would have collapsed for under 200 comfortably. So that, there was a really important little partnership there. Let's be honest, India is playing for a draw at this point. You can kind of tell they're obviously playing for a draw. At the start of day 5, the only way that I can see India winning this test match is if, you know, for the whole first session of day 5, Pant just comes out and just smacks the shit out of everything. And if they can get a lead of at least 240, 250, and then they're going to have to bowl England out in 2 sessions. I mean, let's be honest, this test is going to end in a draw unless an incredible collapse from India or an incredible collapse from England. That's the only way this test match is going to get a result. But, you know, Rishabh Pant, obviously Jadeja disappointing. I just want to talk about Moeen Ali. He is bowling terrific. This is some of the best bowling I've ever seen from him. You know, the pitch favours him. There's a lot of rough that's starting to open up on the ground, on the pitch, sorry. So he's just bowling into that rough, spinning it out, and he's bowling terrific. Well, let's get to the bowlers. Mark Wood, he's bowling incredibly well. 3 for 40 off 14. Sam Curran took the wicket of Virat. There was a bit of carry on there. You know, he went and did a lap of honour, which was a bit over the top, I would have thought. But hey, you do you. 1 for 30 off 15, pardon me. Moeen Ali, 2 for 52 off 20, as we know, bowled very, very well. I've been super impressed with Moeen Ali, and it makes me wonder why he wasn't in there for the first test match, for real. And Alan DeGeneres got a bowl. Well, Alan DeGeneres bowled him, whatever. None for 9 off 5. But hey, that is the day 4 review. I mean, exciting stuff for day 5. Most likely is going to end in a draw. But then again, you know, alright, I'm going to rank 3 scenarios of what I think will happen. The most likely, it's a draw. Second most likely is that England bowl out India with only a lead of about 200, and then they have about 2 sessions and a half to chase that down, and they chase that down. Third scenario is that India gets a lead of about 250, and then they somehow bowl England out in 2 sessions, which is very unlikely. But hey, anything's happened. This is Test cricket. It can change. It's a game all about momentum, so you never give up. And we know the Indians never, ever give up. And India always look for a win. They're never a team that looks to have a draw. They always mind on the win, which is important. So hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. The day 4 review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.